Hello everybody and welcome back to GhostPie Productions. Pie here, sitting in the retro region bringing you Killing Floor. Now for those of you who don't know, Killing Floor is basically what I'd like to call the predecessor to Left 4 Dead. It is a class-based horde mode, pretty much, fighting against what appear to be very mutated zombies and just a ton of nasty critters that want to claw your eyes out and have you for dinner. So let's get right on into it, take into the options, the setting, and check it out a little bit. There's really not much to say about the settings. There are a ton of stuff you can get very detailed in what you want in your game, but admittedly, since this is a retro game, there's really not you need to be worrying about because you could probably run this on a potato, to be terribly honest with you. There's really not much to worry about. I don't have the best rig in the world, but as you can see, I'm running everything at pretty much its highest capabilities. Audio controls are rebindable if there's anything you need to change. I have not had any problems with the controls, but that can all be up to you. What I do really like is there are HUD settings. You can change your kill counter. You can have your score, console death messages, chat, you can hide your HUD, you can have a light version of the HUD, which is just really nice stuff that I have to admit I really like. You may or may not, that's personal preference, your mileage may vary, but I do really like it and I think it's a good options mode. First off, we're going to go into a solo game so I can kind of show you what goes on in a basic game, and then we'll get into multiplayer to show you a bit more of the chaos of what goes on. Now within Killing Floor there are two different modes. There's the classic Killing Floor, you get launched waves of baddies at you, kill all the enemies in a wave, you go in between waves to the merchant trader where you can get basically equipment, ammunition, and weapons. Pretty good stuff. At the end of it, you fight the Patriarch. Whether or not we get to see the Patriarch during this review, I do not know, but if you do see him, he is nasty. There's an objective mode. I've not had a lot of chance to play it, but from what I have seen, it's interesting. It's definitely different from the classic Killing Floor. So that's all kind of up in the air. That's very dependent. Now this is really cool because this is basically all of the options you have when making a game. The same thing during creating and hosting a game. But you can choose one of all of these maps. And I mean, as you can see, this is a lot of maps. We'll be playing on, let's just go with Departed. You can affect the difficulty and the game length. Now, the sandbox allows you to choose how many, brain not working. To change just little stuff, you can edit what enemies will be in each wave. You can edit whether you like what waves are themselves. You can affect how much money you get in the beginning, how many waves are, how many zombies are available on each wave. There are mutators. At the moment, these mutators, I mean, they're not really impressive. They just change the enemy types. There may be more mutators. I don't know personally. Someone else will have to correct me on that, but they're classic, what you'd expect to mutators. Think old school Quake. So we're going to beginner difficulty. We're going to get right on into it. Okay, it's going to take a hot minute to load. As it's loading, for those of you who, I just want to talk a little bit about this game. It is a lot of fun because it's best with friends, I have to admit, because if you're not with friends, you won't have as much fun, but it's great. Alright, now we're going to get into the class-based style of the game. The classes, basically, of the game. Now in the game, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 classes. Now each class has unique abilities and can level up. As you can see, I've worked a little bit on the game so far and have one class almost leveled up. And then I've kind of dipped around a bit. You have your field. Now one thing you have to remember about each of these classes is that each class has their own unique abilities. They're perks. So, for example, the medic has faster syringe recharge, more potent healing, less damage from bile. See, grenades heal teammates and hurt enemies. My favorite, the support specialist, 10% damage with shotguns, 10% better shotgun penetration, 10% fast welding, unwelding, and 10% discount on shotguns. You have your sharpshooter, which basically he does your long-range firing. Your commando, who has, I don't really get his thing. I guess he's just kind of your generic assault rifle guy. Your berserker, which is your melee damage guy. Personally, after kind of fighting in this game for a little bit, I have not seen the big deal on berserkers. It seems a bit more dangerous than anything else to get up close and personal with the enemies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Someone out there probably has done a lot of great work with the Berserker. So if you have, more power to you. And then we have the Firebug, Flame Damage, Demolitions. I mean, I really shouldn't have to explain what a Demolitionist does at this point in life. Okay, now you can choose what you want your character profile to look like. So you have all these kind of cool ones. There are DLC ones, which I'm not going to click because they bring up... Ooh, Total Biscuit would love this one. Just need to get Total Biscuit to see this. Total Biscuit, does your hat. Okay, I got horribly distracted there. But they'll bring up Steam so you can buy the DLC characters. I did a lot of characters, as you can see. I'm playing Steampunk Berserker. See, I really should be playing the Steampunk Support Specialist. That's really what I should be doing. Yeah, I guess we'll play him for right now. Okay. So as you can see... Wait, oh darn it, I'm an idiot. If you click on it, it changes it. Alright, so we're going to go right on into it. Okay. Like a lot of old ones, you have a knife, which inexplicably makes you go faster. A welding tool, allowing you to seal doors or unseal doors as the case may be. Sealing doors basically enables you to utilize the slowdown effect, which you get occasionally. I'm assuming it's from headshots. I might be incorrect on that, so someone else will have to correct me. Man, I can't even hear myself think. I need to turn that down. But now, and for those of you who have noticed, there is no reticle. So if you want to hit, oh god, you can notice the screen blur effect whenever you get hit. So if you really want to aim at long distances, you really do have to use the aim down sights feature, which is very interesting. See, now I can close this door and weld it. Welding it, as you can see, the little number goes up on the screen that shows I'm sealing this door, so while I can no longer open it, crap, die. So while I can't open this door, the enemies have to beat their way into it. So I mean, it makes an interesting difference. As is, there's classical healing. Middle mouse heals yourself to heal yourself. You just have to wait for it to recharge. So I mean, it's an interesting mechanic. Okay, how much ammunition do I have on this thing? I think this one may have infinite ammo. I'm totally lost. So dumb. There we go. So as you can see, this is the trader. You go in. Now, there's going to be all, as you can see, there's the weapons for each class. Obviously, you can buy weapons of another class, but at the same time, it's not smart. Like, you want to get a weapon for your class. And yeah, you can see what I mean on that. For example, I'm going to grab the hunting shotgun. So I now have the hunting shotgun, and I can fill it full of ammo. I can fill my pistol full of ammo. You can get grenades, and you can also get combat armor, which it's just basically it's health on top of your health. Like anyone, a good old classic playing, you pretty much know what that does. Now, while I said this game can run on a potato graphically, it's no big thing. But for those, it really does look like a Source game, personally. Now, am I saying that is a bad thing? No. Because during its time, this was a really good looking game. But, I mean, if you're looking at my channel, you're looking at retro games and indie games. So hopefully graphics should not be that big of a thing for you. Oh crap, I'm dying. There we go. See, I'm not sure what the heck. Oh, I have unlocked level 1. Well, see, what does that do? Oh, so that actually does increase your... Oh, wow, okay. I should have seen that coming. That's besides the point. But yeah, so as you level up a specialty, you get more bonuses. So 10% extra shotgun damage, more grenades, more grenade capacity, carry weight. Yeah, so as you can see, leveling up is important. And as you're kind of getting a good view of all the different enemy types. Crap, see, I was saying something and now I have no idea what I was saying. Darn. See, I hate that. But, oh yeah, graphically, hopefully, you shouldn't really be looking at my channel for impressive graphics. If you are, you've seriously made a wrong decision. But that's besides the point. So yeah, I mean, I really wouldn't complain about this game's graphical fidelity from the simple fact that it's not a game you play for graphical fidelity. This is definitely a game you play because you're just having fun with friends. And that's definitely what I look at it as. When I'm playing this game, I'm not really worried about a lot of this stuff because this is one of those games that's just great fun with friends. So I'm going to leave real quick and I'm going to show you guys... Wait. No. Forfeit. And kind of show you guys what a multiplayer game look like. It does get a lot crazier, and surprising as old this game is, it still has a very big community. A lot of people are still playing this game, which is something I really like to see. It's really cool to see that a lot of people are still playing this game. And lots of maps are still coming out for it. So the modding community is still going up is still having fun with this game and is doing all kinds of crazy stuff for it. So if this interests you, which, I mean, most people like killing zombies, playing Left 4 Dead. I know most people do. I think it's a fun game. Definitely, if you like the horde mode style of gameplay, you should really check this game out because you'll have a lot of fun just killing zombies, especially if you can get you and a group of friends to play it. You're going to get this kind of classic, ooh, I'm out killing zombies with my buddies kind of thing. See, now, somehow I have gone into spectator mode. Okay. I have no idea what just happened. Okay. Well, I have a pistol. So now we're in a multiplayer game. There are 2 of us in this level. Wow, this dude has killed 59 enemies since I've been here. I don't know what character he is. See, it didn't really let me choose a class, did it? Now, let's be different. So, we're going to do something I've never done. We're going to be a berserker. Just to make this different. Just to be different today. See, if you try to stay in the shop after closing, that happens to you. You get knocked out of the shop. Now, for those of you who, I wonder if anybody's noticed, when you shoot the head off an enemy, it keeps going. But, interestingly enough, whoa, I have no idea what just happened. Okay, I have no clue what just happened there. I was killed by something, but things were going really fast, so don't blame me. I have no idea. I have no clue what just happened. But, as you saw, shooting the head off an enemy doesn't really kill it immediately. So it keeps moving around. So you can't always assume that a headshot's going to be a kill shot. But it's definitely interesting because it allows you to... I mean, it gives point to doing headshots, but it doesn't make them an instant kill. It's definitely it's an interesting mechanic. Okay, I think we're going to get out of this one because this one's... Darn it. I love that little ending, that little... You will not escape till dawn. Let's try to get into a game that's got a few folks in it. It's got 32 people in it. I have no idea what's going on there. A lot of people create their own little games in this. If we can find one that's got like 3 out of 6. There we go. This Craig, yes, that is a chainsaw he's carrying. Nothing subtle about him. I love those little blurbs it's got going on in it. I just kind of want to get one more game in to kind of let you guys see the chaos of a multiplayer game. And they can get really chaotic, especially at the later levels of the game. But it's a lot of fun. This is definitely a game, even... well, let me stop myself there. If you are playing this alone, you are not going to be having much fun. I'm going to say that outright right there. If you are expecting to just play this game on your own, it's not going to happen. Okay? This is one of those games you definitely need to be playing with your friends. If you are not playing with your friends, you're not going to be having a lot of fun. And so, I mean, you can see here I'm getting into with a bunch of guys. I'm like the weak guy here. I don't know why it's saying I'm a field medic. I'm not a field medic. I'm a berserker. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of the... I'm really hoping you guys can see all the way to the Patriarch. But there's a lot of craziness to this one. It's a lot of fun, but it's definitely one of those games that I say you have to be playing with your friends, because if you aren't playing with your friends, you're not going to get the kind of the goofy fun that is this game. This game is killing zombies. It is definitely the predecessor to oh, excuse me. It is definitely the predecessor of Left 4 Dead. And in the same way that playing Left 4 Dead alone just isn't that fun, is the same thing with this one. So when you're thinking about that, the same rules apply. So why did someone kick vote against me? Oh, it's because I don't have the master's classes, you assholes. Yeah, sometimes games will get like this. I do have to admit the community can be kind of assholishness. They're like, yeah, this guy's not exactly got the same shit as always. I think it also might be because I don't actually have any freaking... I don't have any cash, of course. Yeah, thought so. Yeah, see, you're gonna get stuff like that, and that's just gonna happen. I mean, it's a pain in the butt, but sometimes that just happens with games like this. They get old, everyone expects you to be the best player in the game. But you guys did get to see a little content of me killing zombies, and you kind of got to hear me say, I would love to go more in depth on this game, but I could sit here and do all of that, but there's no point. Because this is a horde-based game. You get your buddies, you choose a class, and you kill zombies. That really sums up this game in a nutshell. And I think by now, you've already decided whether or not you want to try this game out, merely by looking at the screen and hearing me talk about it for a short while, so I'm not going to sit here and waste your time and go on and blah blah blah. But I do want to end this video with just a little shout out to everybody. For those of you who are watching our channel or sitting on our Facebook page, which I'm sitting has got over 250 likes right now, which is really impressive. For those of you who haven't, come and throw us a subscribe. Definitely, we really need subscribes right now. Keep watching our channels. I also want to know what games you guys want to be looking at, so throw me some information on, hey, I like this game, hey, I want you to play this game. Try to give me retro and indie games, because those are the two types I really want to be focusing on right now. And I also want to throw out some questions to you guys. If you guys can throw me some artwork for the channel, the videos, and our Facebook page, would be much appreciated. Message it to the GhostPie Productions Facebook page, and I will definitely take a look at it. Well, this has been Pie. It's been a great time chatting with you guys tonight, so that'll be all, folks.